We are live. Ba ba doo ba ba. Check that out there. It's good stuff. Boopy, boopy, doo 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 dee. Step away. Should be good. Okay. Let's get the game running. Why not, right? Okay, that's there. Battery 100%. 801. There we go. I got audio already. Should be so lucky. Feeling good. Feeling fresh. My left shoulder is still bugging me though. I think at some point soon I'm just gonna have to take a little more than just 2 days off of the ring fit. Give my left shoulder a little bit of time to relax. Truth be told, because of the winter, I've definitely been spending too much time indoors and at a desk and whatnot. It started to catch up to me. I can feel it. Hey, Greg, you're cold. How did that happen, Greg? Do you have a cold? I thought you had the flu. Do you have the flu and you're dying? Do you not have a cat to snuggle with? Kitty, kitty, kitty? Toby? Toby the kitty cat? How did you get cold, Greg? What series of events allowed that to transpire? I think I'm getting better, but this flu's been leaving me with chill all through the day. Oh, that sucks. That's tough. It wears you out, right? The flu sucks. All you gotta do, all there is for it is just make sure you rest, right? Because if you get bored of having the flu and decide you're gonna go for a 10K run or something, the next day you will wake up to discover that you are dead. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Greg. Yeah, it sounds like you have the flu. Although, the good thing is that what you're describing sounds like the proper immune system response to having the flu. You know, you're sweating it out. Your body's killing the bugs for you. It's not fun, but at least your body is fighting a good fight. I'm sorry to hear that. The flu is devastating. The flu really sucks. It's like one of those minor inconveniences that is a huge, huge inconvenience. Is it Halo on PC? Keep my heart and soul warm. You and Todd Halo have been hanging out together. What games are in that collection? Todd Halo's Big Space Adventure. Do you know that they were originally going to call the game that? It's Halo Reach only is right now. They're still working on it, but they finished Reach. Oh, okay, so it's like to be continued later. We're gonna put the rest of Todd Halo's many tales into the box. Here, Reach 1, 2, 3, ODST, and 4. That's cool. That's a bunch of games. That's a lot of Halos. There's a ton of Halo games now too, right? There's all the spin-offs and stuff. It's like going the direction of like Pokemon. Soon you'll be able to play like Master Chief's Puzzle Bop or Balloon Pop'ems. Master Chief's Balloon Pop'ems. Master Chief Puyo Puyo. It's a gachapon game. Master Chief v Cooking Mama. The original release for Xbox was a total train wreck, so they're really careful to make things right. That's good. We don't want any train wrecks. That would suck. Yeah, it always sucks when that happens. When like a big developer is like, whatever, we've got all the money. Bonjour, bonjour, Kenchi. We've got all the money, we've got all the experts, we know what we're doing, and then it's just like, comment ça va bien, ça va bien. Kenchi, I've got good news. Maybe it's good news, but you don't care. In either case, I have news. My news is that the in development, ça va bien, et toi? Et voi? Et vous, I guess, et voi? Vous? I don't know. I don't know French. The maybe good news, potentially bad news, potentially something you don't care about at all, is that the little Octorok game that I'm making right now, the little RPG, I'm gonna get it localized into French. Yes. It's going to be a French language version of the Octorok RPG. Neat. More languages never hurt. Yeah, for sure. I also have somebody for Spanish lined up. So we'll see how that all goes. It'll be interesting. There's not a lot of text in it. I finished the script for the game, and it only ended up being like 400 words or something. Like there's not a lot of dialogue in it. It's a very short game. It'll probably take you 15 minutes tops to play through it. It's just a little project for me to get some practice doing all the things, right? So I added localization to the list of things to do. That looks good. That looks good. Is there a ring-fitting Leon in the game? No. My my activities with Octorok don't extend through Ring Fit, unfortunately. It's a really missed opportunity, I think. It's all music stuff. It's all music stuff, I'm afraid. Like, yeah, the voice is like the talking. So there's a lot more text in the game than like just the script, but the script covers like everything that a person says, all the dialogue. Let's say that. That's all the dialogue. There's probably a couple hundred more words on top of that that need to be localized, like menus and item descriptions and whatnot. Slava Liam, Scoot Liam, Ringfoot Liam, Octrock Liam, the many lives of Liam Gallagher. There needs to be a game store with the Pokemon where you get Liams. Oh boy. Oh boy. My many failed ventures. But long-haired Liam, yeah, I remember when Liam had long hair. I kind of miss long-haired Liam. My hairline isn't as indestructible as it used to be. My hair is slowly thinning. It's not so bad, but like there'll come a day, right, when I don't have hair anymore. And the long-haired Liam, really all I looked like was somebody who was compensating for the fact that their hair was thinning. Do you know what I mean? Like it looked like my hair was thinning and I wasn't taking it well, and had reacted to that by growing my hair out really long, which was not the look I wanted to go for. I liked the long hair for every reason other than that. I'm also not ashamed to have thinning hair. You know, it's just a fact of life, right? You know, it's not like I'm suffering for a lack of hair on my head either. But it definitely did look like I had a neurosis surrounding the thickness of my hair, which is not what I was trying to communicate through my haircut. The other thing about having long hair is that it was the first time in my life that I've had long hair. So I was learning how to take care of it as it was growing out. And so by the time it grew out, a lot of it was kind of dead. And if I was to do it again, I'm sure it would look better, be in better shape. So I'd take care of it better. But you know, sometimes it's better to just gracefully let things go. One of my cameras is mirrored. It's this camera. Does that bother you? The other reason why it is because when I'm playing games. Oh, we can switch it. We can switch it if it's bugging you. Is that better? Hopefully that's better. Is that what you meant? Okay. Oh no, it went away. Where'd it go? There I am. Alright, what about now? Okay, you gotta do a full stream with your camera flipped upside down and make no mention of it. I've done stuff like that before. But, yeah, it's fun. It's fun. I throw in kind of some of that stuff on a regular basis anyways. But I think people just think I'm crazy. Like, I don't think people perceive it as me joking. I think people are just like, yeah, Liam is just kind of messed up. And that's just how things go. I did a stream once where I had a happy birthday banner. over the top of the stream and never, it wasn't anyone's birthday. And when anybody asked me about it, I just ignored them. And I think people just assumed I was out of my mind. Oh, nice. Good. Enjoy them, Kanji. So our dear moderators have confirmed the world record for World 3 of this fine game. So we're going to move on to World 4 today. I think the thing with those jokes, like that kind of like the happy birthday banner, but it's no one's birthday and you refuse to talk about it.
3, 2,
I think the thing with that is that it's really funny in the abstract.
Try to
Like,
raise your knees up
funny to
rather than
look
out.
back on, but for anybody who's
Last
actually
time.
there, it's pretty miserable.
All right. Good. Next is the heel lift stretch. Bring the insides of your ankles up toward the ring.
And that's
bar.
honestly a bit of a downer.
Focus
for,
on keeping your knees out.
People who are joining the stream.
Last time. All right. Good. Next is the back straightening stretch. Take a big step forward and drop your hips. Breathe in as you extend your leg. Breathe out as you pull it back. You should be able to feel your back muscles stretching. Let's do one more of each.
The big thing for me right now are still my shoulders.
Just like that. Finally, spread your feet. Raise the ring con above your head and lean to the side. Face forward without letting your head drop. Try not to bounce during this stretch. Let's do one more of each. Great job.
I think if I did that, I'd keep it until someone came in and said, "It's my birthday, how did you know?" Yeah, and then you'd get rid of it. Yeah, exactly. It's like, I think those things are funny for people who are outside of the situation, but to like anybody who's like participating in it, it's like completely perplexing. It's like, what is even happening? What is going on? What is wrong with the world? Oh, bada booey. Little 109. We're trying to build a flying machine right now. This is the airship portion of the RPG. Okay, well now we know where everything is. We can work towards stuff we want to unlock. Those are pretty good. 360 damage is pretty spicy. 350. Is 360 like the most damage out of anything we have? Because that might be what's worth working towards. It's getting this thing unlocked. The wing ability. Let's go do it. We can do it without an airship, I'm told. Alright, let's do things that help my poor shoulder. I feel like that'll help. That'll be good. We can keep these. This was not that big of a deal. What are we gonna do for other arm stuff? How's your day going, Kanchi? You got any stories? Hopefully I don't get the flu. You can't get the flu through Twitch, right? Are you contagious through the internet, Greg? You can tell me. You can tell me if you are. I won't ban you. it's one of these.
All right.
Internetically, cybertronically. Oh, look at that guy. The blue pit bell. He looks mean.
Front press. Okay, let's go.
Alright, we only have to do 37 of these now.
Fine work.
I feel like I'm kind of settling into
Okay.
intensity 30 though. I didn't have to up the intensity this week
Okay.
because I can't. We're literally at the ceiling for intensity.
Neat. Amazing.
It can't go any higher.
Well done.
So I guess this is the first week where I'm playing this game
All right.
and it has not gotten harder.
Nice.
Which is interesting.
Very nice. Great. Amazing. Good job.
Did you ever read the books, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
Yes. Yes.
You got a new SSD? I'm making new Windows installation.
Fantastic.
Oh no, that sucks. Where your serial
Great.
number is already taken up
Fantastic.
by like some device profile.
Excellent.
Because I know the way out there they track that stuff on Windows is
Great.
by like your hardware profile.
Perfect. Okay.
So if like you get a new motherboard, it might make Windows decide that it's a completely new computer, even if every single other component is different other than the motherboard. It can even be the same type of motherboard, but just like a different serial number. And then Microsoft will be like, nope, that's another computer. You're not authorized.
Yes. Yes. Sharp.
Apparently it's usually solved just by a phone call, if that's the case.
You got it.
But it's still a huge hassle.
Great. Neat. 10 more. Good job. Yes. Yes. Fine work. Come on. Good.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Very nice. Excellent. 3. Fantastic. Okay. Nice. Flawless. You should feel it in your stomach, not your arms.
I do feel it in my stomach. I was feeling it in my stomach. I don't know if that guy would be safe as like actual weightlifting equipment. You don't have permission? Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that stuff can get weird.
Tricep kickback.
The I have a file server that I use for keeping track of
Okay.
all the stuff I make for
Your elbows.
music and games or whatnot. Because it's a lot of media and it's too much to just
Okay.
put in one spot.
Fantastic.
And I have to access it from multiple
Okay.
computers for different workflow stuff.
All right.
And because it's a remote directory, it's a remote drive,
Great.
Windows can get really picky about it. About like
Excellent.
giving you simultaneous access to different files. And depending upon how it's feeling, some days, like it'll just decide that the directory doesn't exist anymore and you need to completely remount it.
Great. Sharp.
And then like the projects I'm working on are like freak out.
Good job.
Because some of the stuff is stored locally, some of it's
Very nice. Amazing.
stored on like a really fast storage drive
Well done.
for stuff like editing videos. Like I'll have my videos on a really fast SSD
Keep it up.
to edit from.
Excellent.
And then maybe things like a PNG or whatever. I'll just keep on the file server because it's like
Excellent.
small enough that the read time to the file server doesn't really slow
Okay. Challenge yourself. Neat.
work down.
You got it. All right.
But then as a result, like
5.
it'll get cranky with the file server
Great. Well done.
and all the image assets
Nice.
in a video I'm editing
Keep it up.
Just go away.
Okay, let's switch sides.
Thanks, Windows. I didn't need those.
Okay, let's move. Like you're carrying something heavy. Fine work.
It's like you're carrying something heavy, but you're not.
Yes! Yes! Nicely done! Great! Great! Awesome! Okay!
Is the SSD
Fantastic!
external or is it an internal drive?
All right!
Internal?
Okay!
I know there's like companies that make utilities
Great!
for this, for like transferring the installation
Good job!
of Windows from one drive to another.
Great! Sharp! Fine work! Excellent!
In the past, I found the only really
Amazing!
good way to do it
Very nice!
is to just do a brand new, fresh install.
Yes! Yes!
But I know for a lot of circumstances,
Excellent! Great!
that's
Let's
not
pick up
really
pace.
an
Fantastic.
acceptable
Excellent!
route to go.
You got it! 5. Okay! Okay! 3. All right! Fantastic! 1 left! Excellent! Keep going.
What am I going to do if Ring Fit gets easy? What am I going to do if it's not hard anymore?
Pendulum bend.
And I need to up the intensity somehow.
Okay, let's go. Lower your arms while breathing out. Good job! Nicely done! Well done! Perfect! Nice! Fantastic! Okay! Wonderful! Excellent! Keep it up! Very nice! Fantastic! Well done! 30 more!
30 more.
Nice! Awesome! Okay! Keep it up! Good job! Perfect! Great! Excellent! Yes! Yes! Wonderful! Very nice! Sharp! All right! Amazing!
22 to go.
Okay!
I felt like more than 8.
Fantastic! 20 more! Neat! Amazing! Great! Nicely done! Fine work! Amazing! Nice! Keep it up! All right! Let's keep going! Fine work! Great! Very nice! Great! Fine work! 10 more! Come on! Yes! Yes! Excellent! Nice! Good! Good! 5! Neat! 3! Good job! Keep it up! 1 left! Okay! Amp guard!
Use your hands and your feet. Use your hands. Yeah, that'll make it harder. Run faster. Work on your position. Hold the ring con with your feet and you handstand the strap on your bicep and go. That'd be tough. Avoid easy battles. Who Greg says, here's a good idea. I think that might increase the difficulty by too much all at once.
You should feel it in your stomach when you breathe out.
I think suddenly I would need to go back to intensity 0. and replay the entire game upside down. Somebody at one point joked about getting like weighted clothing or whatever. That's like a Dragon Ball Z thing, right?
See the ring race. Raise and lower your arms. Raise up, lower down, 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 raise up, lower down.
I got the instructions for this one.
Raise up, lower down. Inhale as you raise the ring race. Lower down, raise up, lower down, raise up, lower down, raise up, lower down. Halfway there. Raise up, lower down, raise up, lower down, raise up, lower down, raise up, lower down. 20 more. Raise up, lower. Well done. Stand up. No need to rush though.
Slowly work your way up to it. Use the left.
With your legs bent slightly.
Come on.
Squeeze.
I think if I worked on my handstands, I can't do a handstand though. This isn't a very safe environment to do a handstand either.
A tough one, but you can do it.
Because I got a base and a base and a CRT and a plant. Weight bracelets are not recommended when you do fitness? Yeah, for sure. You'll damage your joints.
Thigh press.
And a door. Yeah. Yeah, the weighted clothing thing is just like, or the weighted bracelets or whatever is just a
Okay,
joke.
let's go.
I think like, it's just like a
Careful
meme.
not to drop the ring con. Yes! Yes! Excellent!
I know that you could add like,
Okay.
oh, like a weighted vest.
Very nice!
Can be good for running,
Awesome!
but that's because the weight is at the center of your body, and you're not gonna like shock any single individual body part
Great! Excellent!
by using it.
Well done! Great!
But I'm not gonna get a weighted vest because I'm not a crazy person.
Okay! Yes! Yes! Perfect! Good
That would work, Greg. That would really work.
Great! Nice!
That one breakdance move
All right!
from 1890s Russia.
Yes! Yes! Good job! Fantastic! Nice! Excellent! Fantastic!
I'll see if I can do it at all as soon as I'm done this attack.
Nice! Fantastic! Okay!
This would be, yeah, exactly. I know what you're thinking. I'll show you what I'm thinking of.
Great! Increase your pace! Fine work! Well done! Neat! Fine work! Okay! Great! Neat! Keep it up! Great! Nice! Yes! Yes!
This blue pit bell
Come on.
is
Good job!
unhappy with me. Like,
Look out! I see a powerful attack coming.
I mean, that would make,
It won't be easy, but use your ab guard to ride it out.
that would be hard for my arms. Higher, he says. That would be hard for my arms.
Lower your hips.
Lower your hips. Oof, I did that wrong. Okay.
Lower your hips.
It's pretty low, I gotta say.
And keep bending your legs.
This is a bad time of day to do my first squat. You're making me laugh, Greg.
Great guard.
Bad time to do the first squat.
Don't push it. Take a break if you need
He does spin.
Flutter kick.
Let's try. Yeah, that'd be something.
Raise and lower your leg. Left, right, 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 left. Be careful not to overextend your knees. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Halfway there. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. 20 more. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. 10 more. Right, left, right. 5. Left, right, left. You made it! Stand up. No need to rush, though.
For a whole level? Yeah, I'll give you that. That would be harder. That would be harder.
Keep squeezing.
If it gets too easy, I just might do that, Greg.
Careful! You don't have many hearts left.
That is true. I'll just pound down 2 smoothies, RuneScape style. Greg knows what I mean. That RuneScape healing.
Slowly bend to the
What? Eating 5 whole tunas
starting position.
in one go is
Foot
normal.
touch your supporting leg's knee.
A person can eat 5 tunas.
And return.
Is herblore a new skill? Did they add that recently? Eat 5 sharks and then talk to me? I think a tuna is bigger than a shark in terms of, I don't know, it depends on what type of shark. Are we talking whale sharks? Or are we talking reef sharks? Because a tuna is definitely bigger than a reef shark.
Okay, let's switch sides. Don't forget to switch legs. Slowly bend to the right. Slowly return to the starting position. This should
There's
work
only
your
one
lower
type of
back.
shark.
Good.
I mean, to be fair, there's different types of tuna, right? I think there's like bluefin tuna and yellowfin tuna.
And return.
I'm no tuna expert though.
Perfect! Ab guard!
Yeah, there had to be a pretty small shark. 28 sharks.
You should feel it in your stomach, not your arms.
This is an ecological catastrophe. One man eating 28 sharks.
Select the skill and good luck.
Yeah, let's do more of these. Why not?
Ring raise. Raise and lower your arm. Raise up.
RuneScape is definitely the kind of game that you can play while watching something else.
Raise up. Lower down. Raise up. Lower down. Raise up. Lower down. Raise up. Lower down. Raise up.
You should play like RuneScape by correspondence.
Lower down. Raise up. Lower down. Raise
Like
up.
have people write in
Raise up.
and tell you what to do,
Lower down. Raise up. Lower
and then do it.
Raise up.
Tell them the result, and then
Was
wait for the
amazing.
next. Wait for the next instruction. For the less click-intensive skills, yeah, for sure. Where you just like have to watch the guy.
Now turn your exercise into
Chop wood
experience
for a while.
points with a victory pose.
Or in the other case where there's skills that are super
Charge your
duper
squat
clicky.
power, but don't overextend yourself. Release to victory!
Where all you have to do is just go.
Lightly cover the IR motion
I'm gonna call this one a
pad
light
of your
one.
right thumb as shown. Measuring.
I don't know what
Please
this is
do not
for.
move your thumb.
Now that I think about it, do you think that this heart rate check has any factoring on the your results or whatever? I feel like no. I feel like the answer is no. That's right. We got the wing ability. We get steroids for Ringo.
And with this, my powers are complete!
Mine in real life isn't that exciting. Wing ability.
Wow!
We did it.
Yeah!
I'm surging with power. I wonder if this changes any of the individual levels. I wonder if that has any impact whatsoever. Or if there's just like designated flying areas where you need to fly. Squat version 2. Yeah, I have a feeling it's like the canoe as well. All right, let's do this level. And then check out Speedrunning World 4. I think that's what we should do. Bump, bump, bump.
All right!
Do the thing. Let's do the thing. Let's do the thing.
Wow! Okay, let's fly!
I don't trust you. I'll leave it a little bit. We're about to plunge to our death. This is how the game ends.
Keep pushing me in against your stomach.
Okay.
You got it! Awesome! Great effort! Outstanding!
Am I good at flying yet?
I didn't think I'd ever be able to fly again.
Wait, you could fly and you weren't telling us that? Why did you keep this detail to yourself? Of all things. What happens if we just
Right
refuse
and
to?
left. Tilt your upper body to move in that direction.
Ah, I was reading the chat and so flew into a tree.
Awesome work.
Yeah, you have to fly along this specific path. So do I just hold it in? No, I seem to slow down if I do that. I guess there's probably like a cadence to it. There's like an optimal timing. Yeah, we can't fly like Drago. We have to go on the predetermined path. Because otherwise it's cheating. You can't cheat, jeez. I thought you wanted to play by the rules.
Okay, let's go.
I don't know, Greg. How do you fly? What do you need to fly? Why aren't you flying?
Okay.
I know I can't fly, and it's because I don't have wings.
Great. Awesome. Fantastic. Nicely done. Well done.
You want a water fuel jetpack?
All right.
Like your good pal Mario?
Great. Perfect. Neat. Amazing.
I still haven't played Mario Sunshine.
Excellent.
Gotta put that on the list. Games to play.
Yes. Yes.
I wish I had a good
Nice.
HD adapter for my PlayStation and my GameCube.
Very nice. Wonderful. Good.
Well, there's a lot of places in the world where there's drought. Africa besides.
Fine work.
Just go to California, right? People in California will hate you.
Okay. Amazing.
California is in the middle of
Great.
like 8 decades of drought.
Fine work. Great.
When you're in 8 decades in drought, you just have to admit
Well done.
that you've just devastated the ecology. Like you just ruined it.
Okay. Amazing. Excellent.
Once and for all, proving that the worst thing in California
Oh, let's
is
keep
Californians.
going. Nice. Neat. Nice. You got it. Fantastic. 10 more. Keep it up. Excellent. Okay. Good job. Very nice. 5. Yes. Yes. Fine work. Well done. Come on. Nice. Excellent. Good. That'll keep you going. Hinge pose.
Well, the thing with Californians is the people who hate Californians the most are Californians, right?
Slowly bend to the left. Slowly return to the starting position. Make sure your wrists don't bend from the ring con's weight.
Greg, I have a maritimer question for you.
Okay, let's switch sides.
My monitor froze. Hit me. If somebody offered you a cup of tea, would you accept it? No, don't. Would you accept it even if you didn't want it? You are a Wertzone's house, and someone offered you a cup of tea. Would you oblige them even if you didn't?
Starting
If you were thirsty?
Move your arms from your shoulder blades. Slowly bend to the right. Nice work.
Politely walk for ask for water instead. That's fair. That's fair. If you go down the other way, I assume you have to
Hit the pinwheel.
plow your way through freezing water.
Okay, nice.
This bubble tea? You're obsessed with bubble tea now. You're a convert. Before you were like, what is bubble tea? And now you're like, I can't get up in the morning without bubble tea. That's fair. That's fair. I'm not hurting on bubble tea. I personally don't enjoy it, but that's neither here nor there. Kanchi, how do you feel about bubble tea?
Okay.
Where do you
Let's flex the skills.
where do you shake out as far as bubble tea is concerned? I don't know.
Front press. Okay, let's move.
Yeah, I mean that makes
Chest
sense.
muscles and press in. All right.
You got to find something that works for you before you'll enjoy it.
Nice. Sharp. Okay. Wonderful.
You're more of a cocoa guy?
Great.
The old hot chocolate? That's fair.
Excellent. Great. Good job. Excellent.
Here I prefer coffee.
Good.
I'll take my coffee over either of them. But yeah,
Perfect.
not a big deal anyway.
Fantastic.
I like making my own coffee at home.
Well done.
I find it soothing. I find it nice.
Yes.
It's a nice little habit.
Awesome. Very nice. Nicely done. Fine work. Amazing. Okay. Awesome. Yes.
Coffee is too bitter. You can just dump tons of sugar in it. That's what a lot of people do.
Excellent.
Coffee is definitely, it can be quite bitter. It depends on how you make it.
Fantastic.
Some people also just like it bitter.
Fine work.
Personally, I do like my coffee bitter.
Very nice.
So coffee? Coffee's so good though.
All right.
Coffee is
Increase
coffee.
your pace. Nice. Good
Like
job.
everything else in the world though, right? Like, a good cup of coffee is good.
Come on.
A bad cup of coffee is bad.
Fine work. All right. Yes. Yes. Neat. Great. Okay. 3. You got it. Fantastic. Excellent. The enemy's disoriented. Now's our chance.
Quick, kick him while he's down.
Be sure to keep your upper back straight.
I can't believe this is in the game. I guess this is like the easiest push-up ever. Oh, so close.
Excellent.
So close.
Ab guard.
I tried.
Keep squeezing.
Totally, yeah.
Lucky break.
I get that. It's understandable. That's a pretty reasonable reaction, right? This smells bad. I will not eat it.
What?
I've heard sillier things.
Okay, let's go. This will focus on working your legs. Okay. Keep it up. Well done. All right. Okay. Nicely done. Good job. Wonderful. Great! Excellent! Neat! Amazing! Very nice! Sharp!
I like to think I fixed my arm issue
Neat!
for squats.
Amazing! Great!
I think generally speaking, you probably shouldn't put things in your mouth that you don't like the smell of. I think it's a good rule.
Excellent! Good job! Nicely done! All right! Great! Fantastic! Fine work! Awesome! Okay! Sharp! Great! Nice! Nice! Okay! Amazing! Well done! Keep it up! Fantastic! Wonderful! Yes! Challenge yourself! Very nice! Nice! Well done! Come on! Okay! 10 more! Very nice! Great! Fantastic! Neat! Very nice! 5! Okay! You got it! 3! Fine work! Excellent! 1 left! Right on! Perfect!
Yeah. There's a trout bank.
You should feel it in your stomach, not your arms.
And you can leave a pile of 100 trout in your bank for a year. And they're fine.
Be sure to stay hydrated.
I guess presumably they have enough people depositing trout on a regular basis that they just give you someone else's trout.
Hinge pose. Slowly bend to the left. Slowly return to the starting position. Be sure your toes are parallel and pointed forward. Match speeds with the example.
There you go.
Great job. Go drink some water.
That's the only thing I can guess is that because so many other people are also depositing and withdrawing trout, that they just like tally up the total number of trout you've deposited, and then you get other people's trout. Yeah, who knows what kind of profane magic is happening behind the scenes.
Yay!
Allowing the bank to deal in trout. I like how the game like forces you to go through the trees just for the drama of it. I'm not paying attention to even a little.
Goal!
Goal indeed.
Drop your hips. Victory!
Good old Stra victory. Sure, we'll check. We'll check. We'll check it. Moderate. I'm in favor of exercise, but I think there's limits to it. I've been exercising moderate.
Alright.
Alright. Let's go check out World 4. So I guess you can always press B on that menu. Remember Sporticus. Oh, this is gonna be easy. There's only one level. So there's only 2 splits in World 4. Alrighty. World 4. Edit splits. Okay. So the first one is Sportan Waters. The last one's probably gonna be Drago Stadium. Attempts 0. All right. Well, this is kind of interesting. There's only 2 splits in the entire thing. We can get rid of that from this. We can do that instead. If only I could make the font bigger. Let's see if we can edit the layout here. Let's see if we can change things a bit. Maybe like 500. Oh, it thinks I'm running it now. Bye. Okay, that didn't work. Control. Reset. No. So what I want to do is I want to make the text larger because the text is very small. Background, fonts. For whatever reason, it won't seem to let me choose text larger than 20 point. $20 seems fine for the timer, which has a mind of its own apparently. Choose. What do I do? Okay, yeah, that's better. So what if it was 30? What if it was 25? What's going on here? It's all donked up. Oh, come on. Well, that's annoying. I think it just derped. Yes, it did. All right, we're learning. Zero. Remove segment, remove segment. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Okay. Save splits. Okay, we did it. Congratulations. Let's go back to the edit layout. Layout settings. Title. Layout. Times. I don't know, let's maybe use 25. And make these 25. 30. Stupid thing. 29. Okay, title. Choose. Title. 30. Let's try it. I don't know, does that look any better? 0 attempts. Save splits. Yeah, I guess the comparison thing is really small because there's only 2 times to compare in this thing. A little graph thing. Let's take a look real quick before we get started. Width. Oh, I can increase the width. Let's make it woodthy. Okay. Save layout. I don't know if you guys think it's any better, but I tried. Okay, let's go learn more about this category here. Let's see what we got to do to run World 4. Do I feel stronger yet? Oh yeah, absolutely. Without a doubt. We were just talking about that earlier. How like this is the first week that I'm not upping the intensity anymore because I'm at maximum intensity. And I definitely notice it. I definitely notice that the game is not getting harder. Can I flip a Honda Elantra? Well, it depends on if you gave me any tools. If you gave me a jack to work with, definitely. If you gave me the keys to the Honda Elantra, yes, absolutely. So I'm not really sure how to do this fast.
This will be weird, but press me on your abs and twist your upper body left and right.
Because I find like when you do it too fast, you kind of like lose it. Well, that seemed fine. You probably can't go faster than I just did there. That'd be my guess. So you can definitely skip these guys. How you doing, third letter? Good having you out. Good having you out.
Beautiful.
Okay, so we can go high side.
Yay!
I think this is the first time I've gotten all 3 of the... You probably just want to jump there at the high part of the bridge. You're gonna buy this soon? That's sweet. Are we friends on the Switch? Because if you pick it up, I'll send you some rings. For sure, I will send you rings. Okay, so World 4 is gonna be easy to run. There's not a lot going on there.
Drop your hips.
This is indeed something to do at home. You should speedrun the game against me, so I have some competition. I need that competition. Oops. No, I took my time too. I spent a while. Like I worked the game up to level 30. I spent a month and a week or so with it before trying to speedrun it. Victory indeed. Whoomped, as they say. The two of you. Okay, so there's more of this. Getting the ring on my chest soon enough, I guess, is something. I suppose I can kind of just like throw it on right away.
Watch out. Lower your hips.
I guess that's the situation there, is I should just duck early. Friend quest received. Oh yeah. Final Fantasy VII.
Keep going.
Explain to us what you like about the theme. So, oh come on! I find if you squeeze too hard, like it gets weird. So the theme from Final Fantasy VII. In what detail do you want me to answer that question? Do you want like the full musician's answer, or do you want just like a general overview about what about it I like? Okay, so this shouldn't be so bad. We just have to worry about the disconnect thing there. A mix? Okay.
Drop your hips.
So, broadly speaking, it's very, very memorable melody. Boo-ba-ya-bee-ya. So it's a really nice melody. Very memorable. And it's also very evocative of like the themes of the game. So it's like, it both sounds like the beginning of a fantastic adventure. But it's also relatable. The melody and the harmony does some stuff that even if you don't know the name for, like you're used to hearing in music. So like one of the things it does is called like modal interchange, which is where like in a chord progression you would expect to hear like a major chord, but instead you get a minor chord. I can probably show you. Owner of booting finale will crash my sound card right now. We'll see. We're talking about the main theme from Final Fantasy VII. So this shouldn't be so bad. See if I can get finale up without dunking OBS. Yeah, you guys can probably hear it. Problem is I can't hear it. But yeah, like modal interchange is like this. So it's like you're in the key of C major here, and you hear this chord, and then you hear this chord, you expect to hear this chord afterwards, right? So D minor, G7, C. So one of the things that is a really, like, it's old-fashioned, really common, like old as the hills technique, but instead you go D minor, G7 to C minor, right like that. That's the simplest explanation of modal interchange possible, right? And it's a topic that goes really, really, really deep in terms of music theory, because you can do it. It's really obvious when you do it with like the tonic chord, like the one chord, that downbeat, that gives you a sense of which key you're in. Oh, I think Finale crashed trying to close. Let's see if I can get rid of this before it dunks my whole computer. There we go. Do you have a custom text message sound on your phone or a ringer? No, I don't. She can see color and music? Yeah, that's called synesthesia. It's a real thing, but very few people have it. And it's one of those things where honestly, like, its use in music is dubious. It's just kind of cool. But yeah, you can do that with the one chord, and it's really obvious because you're like in the key of C, right? Do do dee do dee da, right? Is really clear. But you can do that with every single other chord, and it can get really, you can get yourself into some interesting harmonic territory really quickly. But it quickly becomes like a tangled knot, right? Where if your listener loses touch with where you came from harmonically, it turns into this big soup. 425, and that's a big one. Yeah, I think 425 takes the cake. And so the composer does a really good job of finding these ways to sneak in and out of the key harmonically without ever losing your place in it as a listener. Hey there, Brad. Is someone's birthday? No, I was just doing some modal interchange there, Brad, over happy birthday. Saba ping. All right, Brad, we're gonna do some speed running. Everybody ready? I hope I'm ready. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, OBS wasn't ready. God. Everybody ready? Oh, I have to do the, OBS was helping me. I have to do the thingy. The calibration. Difficulty 30. Let's calibrate the ring cancan. Yeah, so there's a lot of really cool harmonic things that are happening in the theme for Final Fantasy VII.
Hold the
where
ring con in both hands while facing forward.
you'll have a
Press in
situation where say you're in the key of C, and the chord progression is supposed to resolve to C major. You'll land in C major for just a 16th note for like the shortest amount of time possible, and then it'll immediately go to something like A minor, which is a related key, but it sounds like dark by comparison, and vice versa. You'll have things where it's supposed to go to like A minor, but instead it goes to C major, and it's one of those things that can be like da da da, like look what I did, look how smart I am, look at all these music tricks I figured out how to do. If you like don't use that stuff subtly, but the way that it's used in the theme from Final Fantasy VII is very, very tasteful, very, very clever.
Okay.
And it adds like a level of subtlety to it, where you're taking
Spread your feet slightly
from very
and stand up
familiar
straight.
sounds
Quickly jog in place.
that sound dramatic and speak to the audience. People understand like how to interpret those changes in mood and tone. So it's using that material and then finding a way to then do something unique and new with it. So finding a way that will surely communicate effectively with the listener but then also being able to exceed their expectations. Happy unbirthday. Happy birthday next year, Greg. All right, let's do some speed running. Enough about music theory. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, let's go.
Caught the lip there. Come on. Why does it do that?
Nice.
I don't think either of those really like slowed me down, but they certainly didn't speed me up. The ring calibration can get really weird with the with that stuff. Gotta put that rabbit back in the hat. All right, let's try again. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, let's go.
All right, nice and steady. Okay. Got over it.
Fantastic.
Tried to hit the bell. Get us some dudes up on the bridge here. Come on. Why does it do that? It's like it all of a sudden, yeah, I thought I was pointing down or something. All right, let's try again. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, let's move.
That's so weird. I don't know what I'm doing wrong there.
Fantastic!
All right.
Doing good.
That went better.
Drop your hips. Victory!
So this world is way more forgiving with the experience and the level ups because there's only the 2 segments.
Come on, let's run.
Come on. What is going on?
Just a little bit left. You did it!
Sure did.
Drop your hips. Victory!
All right. 356. I think we can do better than that. Because we dropped the silly charge underneath that tunnel, right? So I think if we can get rid of that, that's a surefire. Time increase. It's pretty short overall though. So there's not really a lot of places to pick up. Extra seconds there. Let's take a look here. Yeah, the thing doesn't really seem to change. I don't understand the layout controls for live split. Doesn't seem to matter. Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? Okay, let's try another one. See if I can't beat that. All right, everybody ready? Are you ready? Am I ready? Grab another swill of water real quick. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Timer's not started. Why would it start? Why would it? Why would the timer start? Why would it bother? Okay, let's try again. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, it's working now.
All right, let's go.
So near as I can tell, all of my time saved for sure is in the second level. That one's better. Let's see if this is slower than we're here. Might as well. I don't think so. All right. Making sure the ring stays calibrated is a real thing. It's a real struggle. My only guess is like, because of the way that I'm playing, I'm kind of pushing beyond what they expected in terms of like inputs. And so like I'm doing a range of motions that aren't really working for
Come on, let's
the game's design.
You can move to the water faster if you raise your knees up higher. Select a skill and attack.
Hopefully these guys will be enough for me to get a level up here so we can go back.
Okay, let's move. Bend your knees slightly as you do this exercise. Well done. Yes! Yes! Nice! Very nice! Sharp! Fine work! Excellent! Keep it up! Nice!
Alright, hopefully that's a level up. Come on. Yay! It's soup time. What kind of soup are you having there? There, Bradley. Soup beast. The Ontarian soup beast. Okay. Let's try it again. Vegetable soup. It's a good kind of soup. Put those vegetables in a soup. Put soup with rice. Not bad. Now you're cooking. Alright. Let's do it. Everybody ready? Hope I'm ready. 3, 2, 1, go! Okay. It's from a can. Well, you know. Soup is soup.
Okay, time to run.
Now you're reheating. In lieu of cooking. So it's like, just to be sure, I need to like recalibrate the ring every time I need to be sure of its position. Like that. What type of can is it from though?
Yeah, doing good.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Well, let's see if it really is that much slower just by finishing it up. Yeah, let's see how much slower. Just to get an idea.
Okay, nice. Drop your hips. Victory!
Yeah, quite a bit slower. Okay, that's good to know. Now we know, right? Now we know. We will do another run of this. We will finish another run. Okay. As it hurts. It's good for science, yes. Experimentation. We're pretty sure it's slower. Let's prove it. We proved it. It's like 15 seconds slower. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Come on, let's go.
Come on, get that boost back. That was a close one. That was a close one.
Nice work. Drop your hips. Victory!
Okay. Let's do this.
All right, let's go. Drop your hips. Victory!
Starting to get some heartburn. That was good. What? We took, thanks. Good job indeed. We took 11 seconds off the old run. Victory indeed. I still lost time coming up the hill. Coming up that slope. I lost control of the thing. I'm not sure what it was. My only guess is that like the ring is like slowly slipping in one direction or forward or something as I'm going. And that makes the thing no longer think it's against my chest, but instead, you get it. You get it. Okay, well, I mean, that's a good run. 5 minutes and 52 seconds. So that's below 4 minutes now. That's good. Technically a world record, even though nobody's run the category against ever. I'm the first, so. But hey, you know, world record's a world record. We'll take it. Add it to my little collection below. Okay. Yeah, feeling good. Feeling good. Okay. Let's go do a level now. Let's celebrate our speedrunning success by getting some actual exercise. Actual, you know what I mean. Let's go see what's in his chest. I need to add world record on the title to my videos. You think so? I guess the problem is that every time they get changed, I would have to go change them, right? Of the stream? Oh, okay. Let's do it. Why should I do that? I'm gonna do it, but why should I do that? Done, I've changed it. It's been updated. Just to brag. Just to make sure more viewers. Yeah, I don't mind more viewers. We can do more viewers. I can put up with that. If anybody out there not watching wants to start watching. Doesn't bother me. Watermelon smoothie. That does sound delicious. So is this recommending that I be level 92 to take on this? Like I'm like, what, 112 now? Yeah, I'm 112. I could use more viewers. I wouldn't mind. I'm very grateful for the viewers that I have. I think you guys are fantastic. And you're enough. You know what I mean? I get out here and run this game and play it with you on the regular. And I want not. I don't want for anything. But if more people decide they want to get in on the good stuff we've got going on, that doesn't bug me either. I kind of wish miss Bowpull. Bowpull hasn't been involved in the game for a while now because of its score. So we've got all singles but one. We'll do this. Add some variety. Sugar, kefir grains. Yeah, getting more viewers and that kind of stuff it's a double-edged sword, right? Great. It's one of those things that if like you explicitly set out to just try to get viewers,
Let's go.
you probably won't actually get them because you'll be a horrible shill. Do you know what I mean? Like you'll be.
Awesome work.
I want to speed run a world that has flying. My hunch is that your steering is diminished while flapping. That's my guess.
Okay. Let's
I think the only the real way to do stuff like get more viewers is just
back press.
forget about trying to get viewers and be yourself and just do stuff you like. And eventually
Okay, let's go.
the people who like the things that you like
Upper arm. Well done.
and like you for who you are will find you.
Good job.
Where if you just like try to be
Great.
something that other people want you to be that you don't actually care about,
Fine work.
it's unsustainable.
Nicely done. Well done.
You'll run out of energy for putting the mask on.
Very nice. All right.
Unless you're like an actual actor, right?
Fantastic.
If you're an actual performer in that way, I think it's different.
Nice.
Because acting is a thing too. But I think for a lot of us,
Great.
we're not actors, right?
Fantastic. Excellent.
We're just kids with dreams.
Wonderful. Yes. Yes.
I think it just takes time, can't you? I think it's just like, one of the things is I don't stream that much.
Okay. Nice.
I'm only on for a couple hours,
Okay.
3 or 4 times a week. Where like most of the big streamers out there
Wonderful.
are
Excellent.
in front of their computer 12 hours a day, right?
Fantastic.
I think that's a big thing. The other thing is like choice of games.
Yes.
Ring Fit Adventure is never going to bring me in
Fine work. Perfect.
anything more than
Very nice.
by the tens of people, right?
Up. Increase your pace. Great. Neat. Excellent. Keep it up. Good job. 10 more.
So most people
You got it.
build their audience
Done.
playing a really popular game
Fantastic.
that a lot of people are interested in.
Great. 3. Yes. Yes. Great.
Because it
Excellent.
brings people out, right? People, no one's searching for Ring Fit Adventure.
You should feel it in your
Like people
stomach,
were in it for the
not your
meme
arms.
in the first couple of weeks that the game was out. But like,
Select the skill.
those days are over, right?
Squat. Okay, let's move. This will focus on working your legs. Well done. Awesome. Neat. Nice. Great.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely.
All right.
Regularity, dependability.
Good job.
People know that they can check in at the same times,
Good
And-
fight.
and you'll be there. Yeah. The other thing is, I don't really want to be like a streamer. It's not a really good life. You're chained to your desk. You kind of have to just do it 10, 12 hours a day. Because, like, if you're not online, people just, like, don't subscribe to you. And so, like, every day you don't stream, your income just plummets.
Okay, let's select a skill.
I really enjoy streaming and playing video games and hanging out. I'm sure you can tell that, like, I do, like, legitimately enjoy everyone's company, and
Twist.
I'm curious about their lives, you know? I do care. But I don't think I would ever want this to be what I'm doing full time, right? I can't imagine being happy streaming really any more than I kind of already am. I'm doing my Ring Fit thing. I play games 2 nights a week. And every now and then when I have a music thing that I think makes sense to share with people, I hop on. Yeah, full time is hard. I'm sure like it's good for some people, and it's for some people I'm sure it's a dream come true, right? But yeah. These guys are weird. These guys are definitely weird. What is happening? What is happening?
Overhead press.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would love to, and I plan on continuing to work in live streaming into my thing, right? We may have talked about before. Like my long-term goal is to be an independent artist, right? Working in video games. And in 2019, soon to be 2020, I think streaming makes sense because it's a really great way of sharing what I'm working on and the things I'm passionate about with other people. Help get my name out there and just form some relationships with cool people. So I don't plan on stopping or quitting, so to speak, right? I'm sure as life changes and things come and go, the amount I stream will either increase or decrease.
Okay. Nicely done.
But
Amazing.
I won't stop. I won't stop.
Well done. Perfect. Very nice. Wonderful.
And as I said, I'm very grateful for
Okay.
all of you folks who show up to support me.
Very nice.
Whether it's streams where it's just been me and one other person,
Work.
on the days where I've had 20, 25
Nice.
people in the chat. I'm grateful to you all.
Nicely done. Oh, challenge yourself. Good job. Well done.
Adgard indeed.
With your legs bent slightly, squeeze. Lucky break.
What a weirdo. Yeah, full time is hard. For me, part of it is just like,
You got this.
a big part of it is just being at a desk playing games is tough. Like, it's just hard on your body. And maybe it just comes from my history as a musician, where I'm used to being on my feet, going to play piano for an hour, taking a break,
Slowly bend.
going to play bass for an hour, taking a break,
Don't let
doing
your
a-
raised foot touch your supporting leg's knee.
doing a couple hours of writing, going for a walk to clear my mind, packing up my stuff, going to rehearsal. So the idea of just like being at a desk, playing, sitting and playing games, is tough. I couldn't do it.
KO.
KO!
You should feel it in your stomach when you breathe out.
I like how they give you
Keep going.
the power type that kills them.
Squat.
Ah, let's do this.
Cross your legs firmly. Uno, dos, 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 uno. Cross your legs right next to each other in a linear movement. Dos, uno, dos, uno, dos, uno. Halfway there. Dos, uno, dos. Your sweat is so shiny and beautiful.
Good. Good. I'm glad. Gains. There we go. I wish some of these moves did damage instead of level 113. Getting there, eh? I wish some of these moves did damage. Because I would love to use this as a thing. But it doesn't hurt the enemies, right? So, like, in terms of beating enemies, there's no point in picking it. Even though it would be great for my back and shoulders.
Yay!
I guess maybe I need to worry about my own health more and the game less.
You did it!
Somehow, I guess I missed the XP thing at the beginning of the level.
Drop your hips.
Yeah, for sure.
Strong.
Because the healing moves take up a slot. Or like this movie, they're just sort of sitting around in the background, not bothering you. There we go. I think I just wasn't pressing in far enough. Yeah, I guess because of the way that I've played the game, they've only really come up, the healing moves, like 1 or 2 times. Rather than whatever, right? Just on bosses, because I guess for the speedrunning especially, like I'm over leveled for the area. I guess we can put that there, and that'll maybe make it easier. Yeah, like some of these are good exercises, like your hip lift. Let's throw it in the mix, see what happens. See if we actually have course to use it. Alright, we got some of the silver dudes. So we wanna take advantage of the hit points, or take advantage of the experience boost. Oh, it looks like we got pretty good stuff. Pretty good moves.
Select a skill and attack.
They're rare. 280. 425. Oh, that's funny. All gone, all gone. Yeah, I guess the healing moves have cooldown too, right? So, in certain circumstances, you can't really even depend upon them
Tree pose.
to keep you healthy, right? because they might restore like your full hit points or whatever. But if you can't use them for 3 more turns, you get attacked
Slowly
again.
bend to the left. Slowly return to the starting position. Remember to breathe.
Thanks. Yeah, I think that I'm getting used to it. I think that the more time, I mean, obviously, the more time I spend doing it, the better I get at it. I think a big thing was just getting comfortable with parking my leg on my thigh.
Switch legs.
Maybe it was just a lack of confidence. Maybe it was just a lack of familiarity. But it just like wasn't feeling right.
Slowly bend to the right. Slowly return to the starting position. Fully extend your spine.
But yeah, with these, there's like always so much to work on. Like reaching taller, bending further.
Good night. Abgar.
Good night. There's that one guy gone.
You should feel it in your stomach.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about stuff like the tree pose is that it always starts on the left side, right? So you're always favoring one side.
Overhead press. Okay, let's move. Press in on the ring con as you breathe out. Well done. Nice.
So I think after this,
Okay.
I'm gonna take a cool down,
Excellent.
and then I'm gonna take a little break, tidy up, and
Fantastic.
put a little food in my belly, and then I think we're gonna be back and
Great.
play some Link's Awakening.
It up. Great.
We're gonna keep on that Link's Awakening train.
Okay.
Apparently the game only takes like 15, 16 hours to like 100% clear.
Excellent. Great.
Maybe we were talking about that, Kanchi, about the clear time.
Yes. Yes.
You were saying, if I recall correctly, like
All right.
8 hours if you know it.
Fine work.
Maybe 10 or 11 if
Done.
you're new to it.
Very nice.
15, 16 hours for 100% clear.
Good job. Awesome. Great. Perfect. Yes. Yes. Amazing.
French reviewer said 8 hours.
All right. Nicely done.
How long to beat? 15.
Excellent.
Interesting. The French viewer is probably like pro gamer. And how long to beat is usually an average, right?
Okay. Fantastic.
People just write in
Okay.
their reports.
Challenge yourself. Nice. Fine work. Fantastic. Great. Well done. 10 more. Excellent.
To be honest, I'm kind of excited to be playing a game that's not going to take 90 hours.
Keep it up. Okay. You got it. 5. Very nice. Good. Good. Good job.
Got him.
Great.
Got 1955. Just under an hour of fitness timer. $316 calories though, it's not nothing. Definitely didn't go as hard today as we went on Monday. I feel like we went hard on Monday and I'm feeling it. 836 abdominal presses and twists. Sure, yeah, you want to get through as many games as you can, you know? There comes a point, right? Like, especially when you're an adult and you've got a bigger budget for games, and you can play more and whatnot. You have more spending power. I think the mindset changes to like wanting to be able to see more stuff, to appreciate more of what's coming out, and less being like,
static stretching.
this is the only video game I'm getting for the next 6 months, so it's gotta last.
And stretch within the range of your ability.
Also, I'm a kid, so I have nothing to do.
Spread your
So I
feet,
just
raise
go
both
home and
hands,
play video games
hold
every
your
day.
left wrist. While pulling on your wrist, tilt to the right and stretch your side. Return to your original position, switch hands, and bend the other way.
Okay.
Tilt directly to the side while taking care not to slouch. Bring yourself back slowly.
I gotta get some of those shirts that Tip wears that never
both
creep
arms
up.
And pull down on your left elbow. Stretch your upper arms while pulling your elbow downward.
She's got these cool shirts that always stay put no matter what.
Now do the same on the opposite side. Be careful not to let your head fall forward. Bring yourself back slowly. Put your right foot forward and cross your legs. Bend your body forward and stretch the back of your left leg. Hold it like that for a little longer. Straighten up and switch legs.
Yeah, you do need to focus on it.
Stretch the opposite side as well.
I think games are also getting longer.
Breathe slowly as you hold. Slowly straighten up, bit by bit, starting from your lower back.
My hamstrings are tight right now.
Put your right leg forward and put
More
your
stretching.
hands on your hips.
Less ring
Bend
fitting,
your
I
right
guess.
knee and stretch out your left calf.
Obviously there's always been long games, but you think about it, like the first Dragon Quest game is 10 hours, right?
Now switch legs.
You can beat Dragon
Stretch
Quest
slowly and do
One
your
or
best
Dragon
not
Warrior.
to bounce.
in one long sitting, if you know how to beat it, right? If you've already done it.
Bring
Yeah,
yourself
Chrono Trigger is
back
like
slowly.
20 hours, maybe 50 hours for a 100% complete playthrough.
Rotate your hands behind your back and grasp your left wrist.
If you want to do
While
like
pulling your wrist to the right, lower your
few,
neck the same way.
A few endings and do some of the optional quests, you can easily bring that playtime up.
Bring
even
your neck
so,
back
right?
up and stretch in the opposite direction as well. Focus on stretching all the way from your neck to each shoulder. Bring yourself back slowly. And your stretching is complete. Good job.
I feel like my stretching is never complete. Yeah, but like just the regular playthrough of Dragon Quest XI took me like 80 hours. I was taking my time, right? I'm sure I could have beaten it in less time if I was not streaming and not reading it aloud and stuff. But yeah, as is, it took me a humongous amount of time to play. That's the other factor, right? So if your games are going to be 100 hours long, there's only so many you can play a year. Sometimes it's better to take your time before the end. Yeah, I think so too. Just like not rush through it, right? Yeah, I mean, I think there's nothing worse than beating a video game or reading a book or going to see a movie just for the sake of being able to say that you saw it, right? It's a pretty big waste of time. Totally not the point either. But yeah, thinking of taking a break. I'm going to take a break now, and I'm going to clean up and then go eat some food. And then in about 45 minutes, I'm going to come back and we're going to play Link's Awakening together. It'll be good. Okay, see you soon.